Your Excellency, let me begin by thanking you for organizing this forum for all of us to come together to look for solutions. And I want to join you and the CS Kindiki in what you have said, that we must not make this forum and others that will follow to be a finger pointing and blame game forum. Because as the Governor Kirinyaga has said, we must accept that we have a big problem. I think from the statistics that came from NACADA, it's quite clear that this problem is bigger in our region than anywhere else in the country. And it is not that, Your Excellency, the people of the Mount Kenya region are all partakers of drugs and love alcohol more than anything else. Just that by the nature of our people, we are a very enterprising community, and a community that looks for opportunities wherever people think or believe that they will make money. But I think it is time that we come to the realization that, as many of the speakers that have spoken before me have said, that there has to be a price that we will pay. Our county governments may have to live with the fact that they will lose a few channels of revenue. And so will the national government. I was just engaging with the Acting Commissioner General of KRA, and I was reminding her, in 2015, I sponsored a law, the Alcoholics Amendment Act of 2015, that sought to do two things, three actually. One was to declare alcoholism as a disease, because indeed alcoholism is a disease. And we are asking our religious leaders to preach to our young people the dangers of alcoholism and try to speak them out of alcoholism. But you cannot speak someone out of a disease. You cannot preach someone out of a disease. You have to treat them. And therefore, I want to agree with the speaker who spoke from NACADA that we must work together with our county governments to ensure that we establish rehabilitation centers as treatment centers in all our counties in this region to treat those of us who are sick from the disease of alcoholism. The second objective of that bill or act of parliament was to make alcoholic drinks that are healthy affordable to many of our people. And we created a provision within our laws, the Excise Duty Act, to give 90% excise duty remission to beers that were produced from sorghum and millet. And the Honorable CS, who was then the senator for Tharaka Nithi, I engaged him because many of his farmers had suffered because they could not market the sorghum and millet that they were growing, especially the sorghum that they grow in Tharaka Nithi and parts of Kitui County and parts of Kericho, not Kirinyaga. But then successively, Your Excellency, our own government, between 2016 and 2021, in every finance bill we have targeted excise duty, the same excise duty on that beer. It's now, I think, at a 50% remission. And looking at data from beer manufacturers and even from KRA, they will tell you, successively, national government revenues from excise duty on alcohol has been going down. The uptake of second and third generation alcoholic drinks has also been going up. Therefore, there is some correlation between higher taxes on parts of the alcoholic drinks that are being sold and the uptake of illicit drinks. And therefore, there are hard decisions that we must make. And that we will not do with just KRA, we will not do by pointing fingers at our administrators and our police, who will in turn, as I was saying in the holding room, Your Excellency, the police will point fingers at the judiciary will point fingers at the county governments, And for those of us who are members of parliament and MCAs, we will point fingers at everybody. But that does not give us a solution. And therefore, I want to pray, Your Excellency, that these forums will come up with tangible and long-term solutions to the problem that bedevils not just our region, but our country. Your Excellency, I just want to conclude by saying from the National Assembly and Parliament, we shall do and endeavor to do whatever it will take. If there are laws that we need to change, it will not take us more than 3 weeks to do public participation and push those bills or amendments that we need to do. Because we must rescue, as you said, Your Excellency, a generation of young people that is going to waste. In another 10 to 15 years, this region will not have any productive young people. We pride ourselves as a region that we are enterprising, we are productive, we are rich, and we are many. But I was being challenged because when some other data was projected here, and I'm sitting next to my Governor Wamatangi, Kiambu was leading with the highest number of bars, highest number of wines and spirit shops, highest number of bars and restaurants. And I was telling my governor, these bars and restaurants is basically a bar with a bowl of smoky sausages, and they are licensed. But then the other presenter came on education, the regional director education. And we noticed with my governor that between 2019 and 2020, there was an upsurge of ECD students or pupils being registered in ECDs. Then the member of parliament for Nyeri Town and Omba Ukanini Kega said that Ishioshiana Morashialero Neado Agetishianyu. But I want to confirm, Your Excellency, that those children registered in ECD centers in Kiambu are our children. We are siring those children. It is not outsiders who are siring those children for us. And we want to continue siring these children, Your Excellency. And therefore, I am saying that because Kiambu, we must look at Kiambu in a very special way because we have many challenges. Ruaka in Kiamba constituency, Your Excellency, and you were there when we were campaigning in Ruaka about a year and a half ago. Ruaka today is worse than Mombasa City was years ago in terms of hard drugs. All manner of nationalities from Western Africa now reside in Ruaka, vending drugs and using very innocent young people and mothers carrying babies on their backs, carrying diaper bags and vending drugs, hard drugs. But the interesting thing, Your Excellency, I had a forum like this 3 weeks ago in Dogoto, at Dogoto Teachers College, and we were being told there is a lady who is known who moves with drugs from Kawangware to Dogoto with a baby strapped on her back and a diaper carrying bag that carries bags. But residents know the lady. The police, of course, know the lady. The chief, definitely, if the population, the people know, the chief must also know. But she's untouchable. That is a story in every village in our region, Your Excellency. And that's why I'm saying, let us not point fingers at the police, let us not point fingers at our administrators, let us not point fingers at our governors, let us point fingers to ourselves, all of us collectively, and say that we have failed. But it is time to now act. I was saying Kiambu, because of our proximity to Nairobi, we are a special case, and you must look at us as a special case. We are more endangered in this region more than any other county in the region, Your Excellency, and we will plead that whatever you do from our county commissioner, let us put a lot of effort in Kiambu. With those very many remarks, Your Excellency, rest assured that whatever we have to do as members of parliament, both in the National Assembly and in the Senate, we shall do to make sure that we have legislative proposals and interventions that will help to cure our nation from this cancer of alcohol, drugs and substance abuse. With those many remarks, asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.